Arsenal versus West Ham United. On to match day number 28 in the Premier League. Arsenal find themselves up against the Hammers, West Ham United. Now in terms of league position, obviously we're 27 games into the season for Arsenal. Arsenal are 10th and West Ham are 16th. In terms of West Ham's current form, they've only won 1 game in the past 5. In terms of Arsenal's current form in the Premier League, Arsenal have won 2 games out of the last 5, but are undefeated in those 5 games. 5 games, undefeated. Playing football the Arsenal way. Unfortunately, Liverpool going unbeaten is not for everyone. And obviously in terms of West Ham themselves, they are fighting relegation. Of course, they have the same points as 18th place Bournemouth, and therefore lads, they're going to be up for this, and they also need the points. In terms of Arsenal, we currently sit 7 points off 4th place Chelsea, but of course Arsenal have a game in hand. So with that being said, guys, let's discuss Arsenal West Ham, allow you to give my preview and also my predicted lineup for Arsenal versus West Ham United. Lads, before we get into the video itself, I'll tell you right now, the last week has been a very traumatic phase of my life. Since Arsenal lost against Olympiacos 2-1 and they bottled that, I have learnt how to speak fluent Greek. How, you may ask? Well, I'll be getting so many comments in Greek, I thought I might as well learn the language so at least I can understand what these fans are saying to me. This is an example of what they're saying to me. My life is so great right now, isn't it? What is on, guys? My name is Pablo Mari. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a brand new video, and today I'm here to give you my preview and my predicted lineup for Arsenal versus West Ham in the Premier League. As I said, lads, this is a game where both teams need to win. West Ham fight relegation and Arsenal fighting to get into that top 4, and we need to get into that top 4 after the calamity of Olympiacos. I'm going to try to go the rest of this video without mentioning it. With that being said, guys, of course, before we get into the video itself, make sure to go down and smash a like on the video. As always, if you like to smash 100 likes, your boy would appreciate it. Also, do subscribe to the channel as well if you are new on the 10,000 subscribers, and we are getting there slowly but surely. I want to hit 10k definitely before the end of the season, so if you can subscribe, it would help your boy out a lot. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well on the game, your predictions, the lineups you like to see, and anything else you want to see in this channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you are an Olympiacos fan here to abuse me, please kindly get out of here. I've suffered enough. Please just leave me alone. With that being said, guys, let's get into this video and let's give you my predicted lineup for Arsenal versus West Ham. Yet another must-win game for Arsenal. Starting off for goalkeeper, lads, it's default, it's standard, it's Bernd Leno. Now in terms of Leno right now, me and you've got a bit of issues right now. I was there in the front row as you kick that ball out for the corner flag when you could have easily cleared the ball away and we probably wouldn't lose to Olympiacos. I promised I wouldn't mention Olympiacos again. But it doesn't matter what I said, because I cannot believe what you did there. All it took was one long goal kick, hit as far as possible, and we may have survived. We might still be in the Europa League. Look what you've done to me, Arsenal. You've got me begging to remain in the Europa League. This club right now, lads, it's a shambles, it's a joke, and I cannot be arsed. But yeah, in terms of the goalkeeper right now, yes, Martinez just started against Portsmouth, and yes, he was pretty decent. But overall, lads, Leno is our first team goalkeeper, arguably one of the best in the league. So Leno gets in goal. But just know, Ben, I am looking at you very closely, because right now you're on fraud watch. Moving on to right back, lads, and this is very interesting. I'm going to go for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, me and you get along, even though you don't know who I am, because I appreciate what you're trying to bring to Arsenal, and I love your philosophy as a manager. But in terms of how you've dealt with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, let me get one thing straight. It is not right. Obviously, we don't know the full story about what's happened behind the scenes and what's been said. But in terms of Maitland-Niles, when he started off with Mikel Arteta playing in that right back role, he looked perfectly good. Of course, in a system of Mikel Arteta, the way the right back plays is during the attacking phase, he joins into the midfield. And it's like Maitland-Niles was playing in the position he wanted to play all along. He was playing in midfield, he was playing out wide, all at the same time. And for me, lads, I actually thought it was a perfect place for him to play. But something has definitely happened since his last start. And something bad must have happened, because it's got to a stage now where Mikel Arteta would prefer to play 31-year-old stiff centre-back Socrates at right back. Now, don't get me wrong, Socrates is capable of scoring some absolute bangers, as we saw against Portsmouth, but he ain't no right back. He's just too stiff. And in terms of Bellerin, as much as I love you to play right now, he is absolutely average. There's many times when he gets caught out defensively, out of position, out of shape, and there's times where he might even cost Arsenal. And we can't run the risk of having players in our team right now that are not at 100%. And Bellerin right now does not look fit enough to me to play in the Arsenal team. So in terms of the right back situation, I know Arteta doesn't rate me now, so something's happened there. But in terms of him and his form at Arsenal prior to getting dropped out of the team, he was pretty good. It looked like the position suited him. He was growing into into the role. And in terms of Bellerin, he's not in form right now. Let's play Maitland-Niles and give him one more chance, Arteta. I don't care what he said to you. We need to win every game, and right now Bellerin is not fit to play for Arsenal. Maitland-Niles for me, get him in the team. Moving on to centre-back, lads, and we're going to start off with the right centre-back, and that is David Luiz. Now, in terms of David Luiz, of course, in his first few games under Mikel Arteta, the man looked like prime Maldini and prime Cannavaro mixed into two and put an afro, and they said that was David Luiz. But in the past few games, the man is kind of become a fraud again, which of course I did expect. Luiz is he's not a top centre-back anymore. He's obviously past his peak, and things like this are going to happen. But despite that, lads, I still think he's one of our best centre-backs in terms of on the ball and in terms of defensively. And of course, recently he's become a bit of a leader as well. So Luiz for me, no question, goes into the right centre-back role. Moving on to the left centre-back, and it's going to be Virgil van Dijk. I mean Pablo Mari. Lads, let me give you a stat. Did you know that Virgil van Dijk made his debut for Liverpool in the FA Cup? But did you also know that Pablo Mari's debut was also made in the FA Cup? You know what that means. And in fact, if you compare both games, Van Dijk didn't even keep a clean sheet, while Mari kept a clean sheet. Move aside, Virgil, your time is up, mate. In terms of Mari in his first game, the first game we've seen him play live, I think he was absolutely fantastic. Now let's get straight, lads. Going into his first ever game in England, to put him in a game like Portsmouth away in the FA Cup where the fans are up for it, it's always going to be difficult. But in terms of how Mari dealt with the pressure defensively, winning all the headers, the duels, the tackles, he looked unfazed. And in terms of the main thing obviously for him is his ball playing ability, and he looks so good on the ball. Franz Beckenbauer-esque long balls with his left foot, pinging him left, right and centre. Lads, for me, that's what Pablo Mari is capable of doing. From what I saw in just that game, you can see straight away his ball playing ability is on par with David Luiz, and David Luiz is a fantastic ball playing centre back. So I think Pablo Mari gets in the team. He was very solid against Portsmouth, he was very good, and he showed to us what we need. So we need to have the best team out there, and for me, our best two centre backs to play them is David Luiz and Pablo Mari. Pablo Mari starts at centre back, and in terms of Virgil van Dijk, move aside, my friend, take off the crown, give it to Mari, get off his throne, and go back to the Dutch league. In terms of left back, lads, it's gonna be Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is fantastic. He's a baller, he's a generational talent. I mean, if you ask Roberto Carlos when he was growing up, he actually admitted himself that he had posters of Saka on the wall. Now you may be saying, Babs, so Saka wasn't born then. It doesn't matter, because time does not affect generational talents. But in terms of being serious right now, obviously Saka is our only first team left back that is fit. Kalashnikov is out with an injury, obviously done the shoulder again. And in terms of Kieran Tierney, he's just about now returning to full training, so he's not fit either. Bukayo Saka, it's a no-brainer. And also, lads, just to forget, the man's got 10 assists. A generational talent indeed. On to the midfield, lads, and it's going to be right midfield, Dani Ceballos. Now, in terms of this situation right now, I would have actually started Lucas Torreira, but of course, in terms of Torreira, the man is injured. Of course, he got stretchered off in the Portsmouth game. He walked out of the game with crutches, and despite that absolutely awful challenge from the Portsmouth player, of course, man like Jermaine Genius was on the commentary going, oh, what a clean tackle. Just shut up! But really and truly, in terms of Dani Ceballos, so far under Mikel Arteta, having seen him start, he looks like a very good player. I love the way he's constantly moving around, buzzing around the midfield, wanting the ball and moving the ball forwards. In terms of his ball progressing ability, it's not unmatched at Arsenal. He can carry the ball as well when needed to, and he's a decent midfielder in general. Dani Ceballos for me starts for Arsenal, as long as he doesn't drink too much Estella and doesn't eat too much paella. Like myself. On to the left side, central midfielder, Granit Xhaka. Pretty simple for me, lads. Xhaka's been one of our best players so far under Mikel Arteta. The man looks so much more improved, so much more confident, and he looks like he's enjoying playing at Arsenal again. He looks to be growing in the Arsenal shirt again, and you can see the way game by game is getting more confident. And in terms of the Portsmouth game, lads, I think you could actually see it. We actually miss Xhaka, a guy in midfield who just recycles the ball constantly, pins it left, right, and centre, and keeps the ball moving. And of course, in terms of Ceballos and Xhaka, in the past few games we've seen in the Premier League, we won both of them, 3-2 against Everton and 4-0 against Newcastle. So let's keep it that way, Mikel Arteta. Xhaka left midfield, right side of midfield, Dani Ceballos. Moving on to the number 10, lads, it's going to be we got Ozil, Mesut Ozil. Now, I know for a fact a lot of Arsenal fans have had enough of Mesut Ozil. I myself, of course, am a massive fan of him as a player. But yeah, in terms of Mesut Ozil, I know he's not in the greatest of forms right now, but in terms of what he offers to Arsenal and that guy in the number 10 role who can get the ball to the strikers, there's no other player in our team that has that same ability. In terms of Joe Willock, I saw him playing that Portsmouth game, and I'll be honest, he was really annoying me. The way he gets the ball and he holds on to it for too long, I mean, there'll be a clear pass on to play someone in, and Joe will be like, Where do I pass the ball? Pass the ball through Joe Willett. So in terms of Mesut Ozil, he might not be in the greatest of forms, but of course he's still Mesut Ozil, and he is still capable of producing absolutely golden moments. Mesut Ozil for me should start for Arsenal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Moving on to the right winger, lads, this is very interesting. It's going to be Reiss Nelson. Nicolas Pepe, I love you, my friend. I love your presence, my friend, but it's time to sit on the bench. Reiss Nelson in the Portsmouth game, I think, played so good. I think he deserves to start for Arsenal. Now, of course, I'm going to say it right now. Now, of course, lads, we all know this is a very bold move. Pepe's been in decent form recently, but I think in terms of Reiss Nelson and Arteta, I think Arteta loves Reiss Nelson. Now, would I personally really want to start Nelson over Pepe? Probably not, but I think this is a mix of me thinking, okay, he will start because Arteta loves him, and also due to his performance against Portsmouth. He looked like a different player. He looked like a player with ambition, with drive. His pace was electric. I mean, there's even been some shouts from Arsenal fans to play Reiss Nelson as a number 10, and that for me is something that would be very interesting. But yeah, in terms of me, I think Reiss Nelson will start due to his performance against Portsmouth. So right midfielder, Reiss Nelson. Big decision to drop Pepe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Striker, lads, as well. This is very interesting. It's going to be Eddie Nketiah. In terms of Nketiah, he started the last two Premier League games for Arsenal, against Newcastle and also against Everton. He obviously scored in the Everton game as well. In terms of Lacazette, this season, lads, he's been an absolutely shambolic player. He's missed chances after chances. I mean, in the Olympiacos game, he missed a clear header, and he's just not in form right now, and he does not like the player he was last season. He looks heavy-footed. He looks lost in the ball. He looks lost in movement. And in terms of Nketiah, lads, he's been in good form recently. He's been scoring goals for Arsenal recently, and also in terms of his overall ability and his play for Arsenal, it's been pretty good. In the Portsmouth game, I love the way he was dropping deeper to collect the ball and move it along. I love you, Lacazette, but you're gonna have to sit on the bench, my friend. You can twerk on it and see if you like. On to the final player, left winger, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang, lad, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still struggling to comprehend how you missed that opportunity. But life goes on, lads. Aubameyang for me, lads, we can't really complain about him this season. I know he missed that chance, but in terms of him, the man's won Arsenal 17 points this season. And if you take away 17 points from our current total of 37, we're in the relegation zone, lads. So let's just put some respect to Aubameyang's name. I know he missed that chance. I know it really annoys us, but he's still been our best player by a country mile. So for me, lads, this is not really a debate. Aubameyang is our best player. He's our best goal scorer. He's been scoring goals, and even in that game against Olympiacos, the man scored a wonder goal with a bicycle kick. The scenes from the celebrations were insane. And then of course he missed that opportunity, but we're gonna look past it, lads, because in terms of the season, it's been a very low season for Arsenal, but it's still not all over. 7 points out of the top 4 is unrealistic, but it's still attainable. Chelsea have got hard games, United have got hard games, and so have Tottenham, and let's not forget Sheffield United and Wolves as well. But in terms of Arsenal, we will also have hard games, but we need to treat every game like a cup final, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can somehow get into that top 4 or top 5 maybe as well. All I am saying to you, lads, is all hope is not lost. Or is it just me being delusional? I don't know. But with that being said, guys, let's end the video there and there. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go and smash a like on it. 100 likes would be appreciated. Subscribe to the channel also if you are new under 10,000 subscribers. Let me know your thoughts on the video itself, your predicted lineup, how would you like to see Arsenal lineup, and also your predictions for the game. And with that being said, guys, let's end the video there and there. It's been a really weird few weeks for Arsenal. One moment we were getting knocked out of the Europa League in dramatic fashion by a last minute goal, and then you've got Liverpool losing to Watford 49 undefeated. Positive vibes only. Let's get something from the season, lads. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time in